To this week's Unikernel application spotlight. This week we are looking at Stirling PDF. So as they bill it, it's a one-stop shop for all your PDF needs. This is an interesting little application that's apparently super popular. It's got like 55K stars on GitHub, like Docker downloads. It's essentially a Java web app that does everything you would want to do with a PDF. If we look at some of the capabilities, it has, cropping, extracting pages, removing, rotating, splitting. It's got, markdown to PDF, URL to PDF, image to PDF, HTML to PDF, vice versa, passwords and certificates and OCR. But what makes this interesting is you can run this. It has a API that you can pipe all these operations through. So I think this is probably why it's popular, is the API. Because, you can shell out and run some sort of PDF CLI tool, or you could, if you're just doing it one time, just use Adobe Acrobat. But if you're frequently, as part of your application flow, having to deal with PDFs, I think this is kind of where it starts to shine. But yeah, you can see it's just like an endless amount of features. So we obviously made a package for it, and that's what we're going to show you. Let's go ahead and load it up. Like I said, it's running Java, and go ahead and hit it up. See if it's booted yet. It takes kind of a second to boot. Basically, the other thing I would point out is this is packaged from Stirling as a single jar. So it's not like some huge bash, kludge that you're downloading and then executes 10 different other processes just to set environment variables. It's very, very common in the Java world that I've seen. It's literally just one jar. It unpacks it and you're off to the races. So on that note, I did set the base volume for this a little bit higher than what is needed. Ask you to disable enable analytics. It's their free version, obviously. But yeah, it's got this little web interface and as I mentioned, the API and so forth. We can go ahead and jump into it. So maybe we can do an image to PDF. We can just pick one. I've got two examples here, so I'm going to pick this ping, some sort of options you can thing, and boom. So, that was a image that was a little bit horizontal, got a little vertical, but as you can see, you can do a fit to page, you can do a fit page to image, all that good stuff. We can do the opposite of that. So we did image to PDF. We could do, say, a PDF to image. So we can click this other one that I got laying around here. This, I think, is set to extracting multiple images, which there would be in this. Let's just do single big image because it's easier to show, and pops out. And this actually came out pretty nice. This is exactly what this PDF looks like. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, I think especially with this API capabilities, if you're doing anything with PDFs, this is a nice little service that you can set up and you don't really need to, manage it. And now, they make a point of this being temporary or in memory or so forth, because they understand that having things like signed PDF documents on your server is really bad. It's just there's so many different things that bad people can do. So they already recognize this, stuff this into a unikernel, and you get 10 times the benefit. All right. Anyways, till next time, that was the Stirling PDF running as a Nanos unikernel. All right.